Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's Friday the 13th. Holy cow, it's the first.
I love Friday the 13th.
It's the first Friday the 13th of the year, by the way. And it is Friday, May the 13th, National Apple Pie Day. National Crouton Day. I like croutons. It's probably the only time I like stale bread, though. Because any other time, I'm really not a fan. National Frog Jumping Day today. National Fruit Cocktail Day, and National Blame Someone Else's Day, and I blame you, Heidi. You're the one I blame.
Usually.
Yeah, for something. I don't know what. I'm also super excited to have EGDaily join us once again. Yay!
Yeah, she's super cool.
Super cool. She was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. She was Dottie. She's also been in several other movies, and then she's really well known for doing a lot of voice work on Rugrats, on Powerpuff Girls, on a lot of things. She's a voice actor. Super talented singer as well. She just does it all. Going to be chatting with EGDaily coming up later in the program.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Researchers say the best way to flirt with someone does not involve impressing them with a car, casually brushing their arm, or sending suggestive texts. Whether looking for a fling or a long-term romance, humor is the best bet.
Agreed.
Scientists in the U.S. and Norway worked together on the project, polling about 1,000 people to determine if there's one way of flirting that stands out among all others. And this is for both genders. Laughing at someone else's jokes was considered advantageous, but cracking jokes turned out to be the most useful strategy for men. One psychologist involved in the study said it's not only effective to be funny, but for women, it's very important that you show your potential partner that you think they are funny. So I think that's why it works so well between us. My wife over here, Heidi, she's gorgeous. I kind of look like Shrek. And somehow we made it work because I make her laugh. There you go. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know that 3D graphic of an almost naked dancing baby? Remember that back in early days?
That. Yeah.
The original creator of the GIF popularized on the 1990s TV show Ally McBeal. They've been working on an updated Baby Cha-Cha, as some called him. The clunky GIF has gotten a new 3D rendered overhaul, and in 2022 style, and try that again, and in true 2022 style, that's better. The 6 new dancing babies will be released as NFTs. The newly rendered dancing baby appears to be more realistic than the original, with boosted color tones and sharper image quality. It also looks somewhat plumper. So maybe that's also 2022 style. I've got a link to the original. This is the OG dancing baby in the link. Oh yeah, and you want to turn the sound up when you do it too, because it's a whole thing. But I do have a link in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Fans of Jeopardy have probably by now fallen in love with Matea Roach, 23-year-old Toronto tutor, but she had her 23-game Jeopardy streak end by a single $1. Her record-breaking run came to a close. Despite pulling ahead early in the game, she didn't quite make it all the way through to the end. I've got all the details if you want to read all of those.
That's a heck of a run.
Really. Fred Savage has been fired from his role as executive producer.
This kind of makes
and
me
director
sad.
of The Wonder Years. Well, it sounds like there was some stuff going on that maybe we don't know about. So One post I read said Fred really is savage, so I don't know the details, so this is as far as
I
we're
think
going on that
everybody's
story.
just too sensitive.
Yeah, I don't know
now.
what it was. I have no idea. I don't know what it was. HBO has officially ordered a spin-off of their animated series, Harley Quinn. They announced at the South by Southwest that they're going to be working on a thing called Noonans. The spin-off will center around Kite Man.
They clearly didn't have your phone number because that should be you.
She's got a video of me trying to fly a kite.
I should
Keyword.
send that to you so you can
Yeah.
share it.
Keyword trying.
It's so funny.
It did not go well. This has been your big screen, little screen report on the John and Heidi Show.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. The FDA, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, approved a new eye drop medication to treat presbyopia. I'm probably saying it wrong.
I saw.
It's an age-related condition where eyes have difficulty focusing on close objects. This is where a lot of people wear readers, like I'm wearing
didn't
right
we
now.
see something? Yeah.
Rather than wearing funky reading glasses or undergoing expensive surgery, those who find themselves, or ourselves like me, cranking up the font size on our phones or maxing out the brightness on a computer could now put in a few drops of this V-U-I-T-Y. I don't know how to say that either. It says within 15 to 30 minutes, your eyes should focus.
15 to 30 minutes?
Like you remember them doing back in the
Isn't
day.
it easier to just enlarge the font on your
Probably.
screen?
Well, I'm assuming you would do this before you go out. Because that's what I was saying when I think we saw it on a commercial.
I'll read this.
I was like,
just a minute. Let me get my eye drop.
I was just saying, wouldn't it be even weirder sitting at the restaurant trying to read the... Hang on a second.
Well, go ahead and have another drink. I can't read the menu yet.
I got to wait for these to kick in. They say a bottle of stuff is about $80, and it does require a prescription, and it says it will last for almost a month if used daily.
And one of the side effects was loss of sight.
It was one of the side effects. Could cause loss of sight. We're like, wouldn't that be worse? Hey, 3 Target stores in the U.S. are offering customers a chance to have a robot paint their fingernails. A company called Clockwork is test marketing a service at 2 stores in San Francisco and another one in Minnesota. After booking an appointment and paying online, customers stick their hand inside the machine.
No way.
Which pipes polish onto your nail, leaving no brush lines. Fingernail painting costs $10 and takes about 10 minutes. Is it that hard to brush your fingernails?
Oh, it's a pain.
Is it really? All right.
But I'm not letting some robot do it.
Yeah,
I'm not sticking my hand in a machine. I've seen movies.
You pull out a bloody stump. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with EGDaily. EG, how you doing?
Hey, Don, I'm doing great. How are you, hon?
I am fantastic. 30-year anniversary of Rugrats. How in the world is that possible?
I don't know. You're freaking me out right now. It's been 30 years. I can't believe it.
Let's talk about how you had the opportunity to work with that group, because what a fun program. But how in the world did that come about for you?
How did it come about? You want to know from the beginning? I basically did a play, and I had to do all these voices in the play, and then I had to age myself up. I never really thought anything about it, but I always did like voices, and it was one of my weird gifts that I could imitate sounds and voices and little kids' speech impediments, and I was just into accents and dialects. And all of a sudden I did this play where I had to age up, and somebody heard me and was like, you should do voiceover, you're really good at this. And I went on this audition for this thing, and it turns out I booked it, and it was Rugrats. It was my very first audition that I ever auditioned for a cartoon, and then it just turned out to be like 30 years. And then we just got the reboot for the brand new Rugrats. So we just wrapped season 2. So just pretty much one of those like random things that just happened.
And the thing that's really neat about that, Rugrats, if that was the only thing you're known for, that would be plenty because, being Tommy Pickles from Rugrats, that is cool on its own. But in addition to that, you look at all these other cool things on here. You were Dottie on Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I love that role, by the way. That was a fun role. And so many other amazing things that you've had a chance to do.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm so pretty lucky. I mean, when you're doing them, you don't think like, oh my God, this is going to be a cult classic, or about the movie Valley Girls and be a cult classic, or I went off and recorded the song for the 2.5 Men theme song, the men, woo-hoo-hoo. That's me too. But when I do those things, I just do them and I think, oh, it's like a little song, they're asking me to do a little jingle, and the next thing you know, it's like the theme song to a major show that goes on for decades or whatever. You just never know when you do it where it's going to land. And I like that. I like not knowing, and I like just doing things and then moving forward to the next thing, and then I'm pleasantly surprised when things just keep happening or blow up or continue over time. It's pretty cool.
It is very, very cool. Now, I read on here that you recently recorded on a Go-Go's tribute album, We Got the Beat. Tell me a little bit about how that came about.
Yeah. So I knew this guy Travis because he plays with Josie Cotton, and Josie Cotton was in the Valley Girl movie that I was in with Nick Cage. And I guess they just called one day and said, Travis said, we're doing this Go-Go's tribute album on Sympathy Records for because we want to celebrate the Go-Go's because they were so monumental, and they were just being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So we thought what a great time it would be. So they asked, and I said yes, and I picked We Got the Beat because to me that was one of the greatest songs of all time. One of the greatest songs, first of all, the Go-Go's have ever done, but just of all times. It was such a monumental song, and I reproduced it with my partner Lee Miles, and there's a video out there on my YouTube page you can see of it, and it's up on Spotify, my Spotify page. So yeah, I'm just super happy with it, and even the Go-Go's were happy. They were sharing about it, and Jane Williams posted about it. So everybody's in support of this record and the Go-Go's. Well,
I think that's really, really cool. I'm going to throw a link to that so folks can find it. And then also, again, congrats on 30 years as being one of the main people in Rugrats and all these other amazing things. We appreciate you taking some time to chat with us about it today.
Oh, I'm so happy. And I got to be here again. So thanks. That's awesome.
E.G., thank you so much for your time today. And where can folks find you if they want to follow you on social media?
My Instagram and TikTok, I post a lot of really fun stuff. And if you guys have a question for me, I try to answer the private messages of Real EGDaily on Instagram and TikTok, which is such a blast.
And it's the same at both of those, the Real EGDaily on both of those different platforms then?
It's just Real EGDaily. Just Real EGDaily on TikTok and Insta and Twitter, Real EGDaily. So yeah, and come say hi to me, and also I look forward to seeing everybody. I'm going to be doing more cons, so if you happen to hear that I'm in town, come say hi. It'll be fun.
That sounds great. I'll throw a link to all those as well. E.G., thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
Again, our guest today has been EGDaily, and I'm going to throw a link to her different social media channels that we talked about, and also the fun music video. What a cool video. I'll throw a link to that, all of that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. And she's got a website you can go to anytime as well. It's egdaily.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In order to overcome gravity and hurl us into space, Earth would have to spin 800 times faster. So let's all be thankful that's not happening. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
On average, you breathe 23,000 times a day. It's a lot. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Over the last 150 years, the average height of people in industrialized nations has increased by 4 inches. So we're 4 inches taller than our great-great-grandparents. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Schoolhouses were traditionally painted red because it was the cheapest paint available. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, I wonder why.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
People at nudist resorts play volleyball more than any other sport. Well, I didn't need to know that. Fun fact for you, Heidi. What's that, John? Thanks, Heidi. In Japan, there's a museum of rocks that looks like faces. So it's rocks that look like faces, and there's a museum for that. That's kind of cool. And our final fun fact for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
The word dice is now accepted as both a singular and plural. So if you've got like 3 of them, it's still 3 dice. You don't have to say 3 die. That's what people used to say. But they're like, you know what? Let's just call them all dice.
Okay.
I have spoken.
Good to know.
I'm not sure who came up with that. Couple of fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of mintervention.com. Here's the question, Heidi. 35% of adults say this is one of the things they look forward to every day. 35% of adults look forward to this every day. No. Sadly, that's probably a higher number. Checking the mail.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you do sometimes. You're like, ooh, mail's here. And you almost dance to the mailbox.
Only if I have packages on the way.
Yeah, she's like, oh, did I get something? And she's like, bills. 35% of adults say they look forward to getting the mail every day. Mint Mobile question of the day, brought to you by mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. This, I think, is weird because I just can't imagine this, but you know those beds that like dogs lay in, the big round classic puffy bed? Now they have those for people.
I would totally lay on one of those.
It's the Pluffle, Pluffle. It's a people dog bed.
Yeah, I would totally lay on one of those.
I just think it's weird.
They look so comfortable.
They launched on Kickstarter, quickly blew past the fundraising goal of $25,000. Guess where they landed? $155,000.
Yeah, that doesn't
Hundreds of
surprise
people
me.
who want them. It's a $400 dog bed for humans. They say it's more comfortable than a dog bed, though, because there's memory foam cushioning, reinforced edging, place for you to lay your head. It's an oval shape, and it allows you to sleep in a fetal position. I just think just lay on your bed. Really? You think this is necessary?
They look so comfortable.
Do you want to get one of these?
Have you ever? I know that you've gone down and like laid by Cassie on her bed because I've heard you say, "Man, this thing is pretty comfortable."
No, I put my head on her bed and I snuggled with our dog. I laid on the floor like
I'm just
a human.
saying. I'm just saying you've done
Well,
it.
so I'm weird too. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. These are 7 things your best female friend will not tell you. You'll have to tell me if these are true. Number 7, you don't lean on me. What does that mean? It's like when they go, oh, I lean on you too much. No, you don't lean on me. Number 6, you complain, but you don't take my advice. But they won't ever say that. Number 5, your children drive me crazy. Number 4, your husband hit on me. These are things that your female friend will not tell you. If your husband hits on them, tell them, because that's not good. Number 3, you never want to talk about our serious issues. Number 2, I can't believe you never gave me a wedding present. And the number 1 thing a best female friend will not tell you, I don't like your boyfriend. We just had this happen with somebody who broke up with somebody, and then everybody in their life was going, you know, that they weren't a good relationship fit, or they weren't a good fit for you anyway. And they're like, why didn't anybody tell me this? Well, now we know why, because apparently
I do.
You actually have done that before.
I have.
While the person's sitting there. I'm not a big fan of her. It's the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today is from Oscar Wilde. Oscar says, I think God, in creating man, somewhat overestimated his ability. Oh, wow. I don't know about that.
Whoa.
I think he's basically just saying man is not perfect because, yeah, we're certainly not. It's your quote of the day. Oh, by the way, if you come across a quote that you're going, hey, I think this would be a good quote for the day, you could submit that at the bottom of the page. At John, I can't talk today. It's at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. And here's the story. In an instant, a DoorDash driver went from delivering pizza to saving a life. This happened back in February. Sophia Furtado was making a late-night delivery in Fairhaven, Massachusetts, but she approached the house. She saw Karen Hebert Sullivan lying outside, bleeding from her head.
Oh, my.
Sullivan has a bad knee and says she turned while walking and fell head first. Furtado had previous medical knowledge from her time training as an EMT, an emergency medical technician. Talk about the perfect person to be making this delivery.
For sure.
She yelled for help, waking Sullivan's husband, who called 911. Furtado stabilized her neck and then didn't move her until medics arrived. Sullivan was hospitalized for 3 weeks.
Holy
but
cow.
Was on hand to see Furtado receive an award from the local police department and a $1,000 educational grant from DoorDash. That's who she was working for at the time. Sullivan says she's so thankful that Furtado was there and her life-saving skills, and now they have a new friendship she's thankful for as well. She said, she is my guardian angel.
That's fantastic. How sweet is that?
I think it's really, really sweet. And here's the thing. It is such a good idea to have, even if it's just a tiny bit of emergency medical training, EMT, like emergency medical technicians, to know CPR, to know Heimlich maneuver, even just the basics, because just the basics are enough to save someone's life. And it doesn't...
Until the person that you save sues you and you lose everything you've got because you tried to do something nice.
No. Again, here's the thing. I think for the most part that doesn't happen. Could it happen?
It
I suppose
does happen.
It could. Wow, Heidi, you're kind of a downer over there.
I'm just saying it happens.
All
People are horrible.
I've got this story in the show notes. She's going to go kick some puppies or something. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.